Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a trying new makeup. We have mostly affordable products here, mostly from the drugstore, but we do have a few high-end things to go over. These are some of the things that I picked up in the shop with me, if you saw that, and some new stuff you guys haven't seen yet. So if you like trying new makeups, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Hit the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos. Let's go ahead and begin this trying new makeup. I haven't missed any of my uploads yet, but I was sick all of last week. You guys just would have noticed because I happened to have pre-filmed that week, which was awesome, but I do have a little residual sickness going on in my voice, if you can tell. I picked this product up in my shop with me. It is from L'Oreal and it's their Unbelievabrow Longwear Top Coat. And this product is supposed to make your brows last for up to 30 hours. And I was really intrigued by this because it makes it waterproof, smudge resistant, and transfer proof, which is pretty cool. So I just filled in my brows like I normally would, and I used my NYX products, which aren't waterproof. My brow blade is, so this kind of works for my drugstore options because I do like my brows set, like do not go anywhere, okay? You're supposed to shake this up. Not sure if you can hear that. Super liquidy. And it says it's flammable and it smells like it's flammable. So I honestly don't know how much I'm gonna like this, to be honest. It has a really tiny brush on it, and because I almost laminate my brows, this isn't going to really do any sort of hold. It's just going to be a top coat, as it said. So I'm gonna update you guys on how this makes my brows wear if I notice a difference. It doesn't make it crunchy or anything like that. It's basically like water just sealing in your brows. So if you're looking for a product like that, maybe check this out. I honestly don't know how much I would reach for this, but I can see people who would find definitely a use for this product. So that's why I wanted to test it out for you guys. And then I just received this palette in PR. It's the Urban Decay Naked Cyber palette. I personally wasn't drawn to this palette. I think the packaging is super cool, but the shades are just so light. So this is a really light tone palette. You won't get too much dimension or versatility with it, in my opinion. And this is definitely not going to be for everyone. I mean, I'm personally not attracted to this palette, but my best friend, she said she really thought this was pretty. She likes really light tones for eyeshadows. So I was just gonna give this to her after I was done this look. But I'm going to start with the shade Virtual, I think. There's very few matte shades in this palette. It's mostly satin metallics. So taking a BK Beauty 202 brush, just gonna run this through the crease. A bit of kick up in the pan. Haven't noticed too much fallout though. I'm having a little bit of trouble blending this out. Then I'm going to take Bite in the outer corner. This is a BK Beauty 207. So this is the color we're gonna get the depth from. It's the deepest matte in the palette. Honestly, just by using these two shades, I've definitely used better mattes, and I haven't used a naked palette in a while, but I remember it just being a better formula than this. It's not horrible, but it's not blowing me away either, is what I'm trying to say. I think I'm going to use the shade Call IT, which is that pink shade in there, and I'm going to attempt to put it on with my finger. It's just so thin, the formula. Goes on nicely though, but it is hard to pick up, even with my finger. I'm just gonna put this all over my lid, and then I'm going to blend in that Bite shade after. Those are the eyes complete. Not bad, but honestly not blown away by the pigmentation. Just the shadows in general, the blendability. I think it looks okay, and I'll clean it up after I'm done fully my eyes. But I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on that palette. Just not something that caught my interest. And then I have this new Nars Climax liquid eyeliner in explicit black. Packaging looks like this. I really like the Nars Climax mascara. The brush tip is thinner from the side when you turn it like that. So it's definitely different. I don't know how I'm gonna get on with this, honestly, because if I accidentally turn it, it's gonna become a really thick really fast. Super wet formula. I'm barely touching my eye and tons of pigment. So yeah, you can make pretty thin lines with this. It was really easy to use, honestly. I'm gonna fix up this shape. After, I just wanna kinda get how long I want to make this. We'll have to see how long this lasts, but so far I'm kind of impressed. I feel like you could easily screw it up though with the shape. First impression, it's different, honestly, and I love the pigmentation. I think I just need practice with it because I've literally never used anything like that in terms of shape for eyeliner before, like a flat sort of paddle, but you can get really thin lines with it. You just have to be really steady with your hand. Still like that Huda Beauty liner more though, I think. But this one definitely has a ton of pigment to it. And now I've personally been waiting to use this e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara. Picked this up in my Shop With Me video as well. It is the new mascara from e.l.f. I've heard really good things about it. It's a really big hourglass shape brush, which you guys know I absolutely love. So we're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully there's no transfer, smudging, flaking. So this is giving me volume, but I feel like other mascaras give me more length. And it's actually a little bit of a wetter formula. So I actually think this might be good for me if it dries out a little bit. Because oftentimes for mascaras that have a wetter formula, I don't like right off the bat. So I can tell like I'm not a huge fan right now. But I think it's because the formula needs to dry out. I'll have to use this in another Trying New Makeup in a couple weeks. Moving on to the complexion, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. This is a nourishing foundation with coconut milk and aloe extract. I have my shade Medium Tan. It has a dewy finish, and I heard really good things about this on TikTok, so that's why I decided to pick it up, if you would have seen in my Shop With Me video. Just using my BK Beauty 101 foundation brush, I'm going to apply this on. Color is a really good match. It says it has sheer buildable coverage. I wouldn't say it's sheer, definitely has a light coverage right off the bat. I've used products that definitely have less. A lot of you wanted to see the L'Oreal Serum foundation, and I'm doing a full dedicated on that one. This one just worked better for the products I have today to use for a full face of Trying New Makeup. But that one will be coming very shortly after this video. That is one light layer. Definitely has a dewy finish. I personally will be setting this with powder though. That's just how I work my face. The dewy skin, just I need the powder for the pores. So we're gonna try building this up. And you definitely can get more coverage out of it. It's building nicely. Super dewy though. I honestly don't think I've ever used a dewier foundation than this. This for me as is not a look for me. My skin just does not look good with that kind of finish. So that is what the foundation looks like. I'm wondering if it's going to set down any more. This is the kind of dewy that your hair is just gonna get caught everywhere in this foundation. I feel like we oxidized also a little bit for this. Looking a little bit orange. It looked good at first, honestly, perfect color. I think the second layer definitely brings out the orange tone in it, but we will be correcting that with the powder. But I just wanted to show you guys how this looks like on my skin. I personally could go throughout the day just with this on me without a set face. If that's kind of how you work your foundation, it just would not work. It would be a disaster. It would slip off my skin, my hair would get caught. It's just too dewy for my preference. So we're going to go in with some concealer. The concealer I'm going to use is the new one from Anastasia. I don't know the exact name. Magic Touch Concealer. Looks like this, nice big tube of it. And I got the shade 9. I wish I would have got 10 or 11 looking back, just because this looks far too light for me, but maybe I'm gonna help correct kind of the orangey undertone with this concealer. So it should work out. And I'm going to be using my Morphe Sponge, but I got it in the Sour Patch Kids collection. So it comes with a bunch of different sponges. We have 5 sponges in here. I love the Highlight Contour Sponge, the regular one, that's usually red, that they have in a yellow and blue option in this pack. And then they have a couple smaller ones. I'm gonna try out this tiny little red one that's slightly different shape than the original red. I'm gonna use that for my concealer. And I just thought this was too cute to pass. I love the Morphe Sponge. It's my favorite beauty sponge. So as soon as I saw these, I had to get them. I love Sour Patch Kids. One of my favorite candies. This is what it looks like before I wet it. And then this is what it looks like damp. So it definitely expanded. We have the cute little Sour Patch guy on it. And it has a slightly different shape. If you can see the top, the original sponge is just straight line there. The foundation is looking better as it dries down on my skin. It definitely needs to dry more. That's why we need powder. This concealer brush is actually kind of an interesting shape to it. Has a little bit of a slope on the tip. And you can see this is just far too light for me. Normally I don't go with a cool tone for under my eyes. Has a really good coverage. Definitely need to exchange the color though. A little goes a long way too. Good amount of pigmentation, hydrating. With the right color, I can see this being a new favorite concealer for sure. So definitely a product I need to test with a different foundation, different color. But overall the formula of it, I think if you were on the fence about picking it up, I would definitely check it out. It is really hydrating. It just has a lot of coverage compared to the foundation, but I think once I got the color kind of settled in, it looks really pretty. Slowly but surely pulling ourselves together. So I'm just going to set my under eye with my Charlotte Tilbury powder. Then we have a new powder to use all over the face. If that new powder doesn't work out in terms of color, this is correcting it nicely. Powder is my best friend. Oh my goodness. So we just have under the eye set right now, so the finishes look a little bit crazy, but we're going to be testing out the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil in Sheer Tan. I got this a little bit ago and I've been wanting to use it, but this color should be perfect for my skin. And I'm just using my Beauty Blender puff that I was using to set my under eye, just to press this into the skin. Do half of my face. That clung really bad on my forehead. It clung right here, but it's not sticking at the top. It looks really, really patchy. I've never had that happen before. That is so strange. You can definitely see that. Just huge line of patching right there, and it doesn't stick up there. Come all this far to just ruin your face. How do I fix this? I'm just gonna take a big powder brush and lightly dust first before we go packing in, but this is definitely clinging. Again, could be the product I have underneath, but yeah, even patching up here. It's so strange. Big, huge patch there. See, when your base is messed up, then everything you put on top, it's like, how can you tell? With that powder, it definitely corrected the orange undertone of the foundation. I look more neutralized. I was definitely having problems with patching. So I managed to correct this area over here with how patchy that was, but nothing is sticking right up there on my forehead. And I usually don't have that. It's like pulling off. So that's the best I can do. Literally nothing sticking to it. It's like just getting worse and worse, honestly. Hopefully as my face wears throughout the day, I don't like start going super patchy. I'm going to dinner with my family. That's as good as it gets. We're going to go ahead and move on to a product that I have been dying to try, which if it doesn't work out with this concoction we have on our face right now, I'll obviously use it again because just watching this, I could tell I'm gonna love this. This is from Cheekbone Beauty. It's their Sustain Blush and Bronzer. Packaging looks like that. They're finally available at Sephora Canada, and it's the first Indigenous owned brand there. So definitely go check them out. They have a bunch of other products that I really wanna try. And here's what the color looks like in medium. How vibrant is that blush? Incredible. And the tone of that bronzer is perfect for me. As soon as I saw this, it was screaming my name. And I love that this tin isn't hard to open because honestly, a lot of times when I have tin products like this, it gets stuck and you can't open it easily. This is an easy to open seal on it, so I really appreciate that. I have to use a smaller brush to dip into the bronzer. I'm not gonna start off up here because we know that's a disaster. Lightly start bronzing the face. So this color I think would work best for me when I'm not wearing such an orange foundation. Honestly, because this is more neutral, which is definitely my skin tone normally. We're working against a lot of things right now, but the formula itself is really pretty, doesn't skip. I can see myself using this a ton. So that is a light bronze blended beautifully into the skin. And then I'm just gonna use the same brush and that blush. And this is really pigmented. Oh yeah, just a dab will do. Beautiful pigmentation, blends in seamlessly with the bronzer formula. So happy I got this. Highly, highly recommend. They have 3 different shades. They have a lighter one and then a deeper one. And it was a good price too. That was literally barely any product and it still blended out beautifully. I'm gonna take a little bit of that bronzer and lightly contour the nose right now. Tone is perfect for contour on my skin right now. For lips, I picked up one of the new lip pencils from Melt Cosmetics. It's their Perfectionist lip pencil, Ultra Precision. And this color looked really unique to me. I've never seen quite an olivey tone pencil before. It's in the shade Sepia, but really, really unique undertone to it. You can't really even tell on my skin right now, but it is a super unique color. And it's a hard pencil formula, similar to MAC, and I loved the old Melt Lip Pencil formula. We'll see how this one is. Going on nicely. A little bit flaky though. Could be the 500 layers of Bare Minerals powder. Maybe it's not the pencil. Definitely nice and precise. And I wanted to show you guys a dupe for the Too Faced Liquid Matte Longwear lipstick in Child Star. You guys know I always use. This is really light for what we're doing right now, so I'm going to be toning it down. But I wanted to show you in this video because they are discontinuing this as far as I know, or what I've been told. I really hope they're just coming back with it some other way, you know? So I use this all the time, but I always use it with lip pencil and I deepen it up that way. And I was reading online that the NYX Lip Lingerie and Lace Detail was a really close dupe for it. So I picked that up for you guys just because I wanted to see if I could find one for you. And Too Faced is more pink. The Lace Detail definitely has more of a peach quality to it. If you can see that. On the lips and with lip pencil, just due to how light the tone is, you probably won't be able to even tell much of a difference. I personally can, just because of how much I love the Too Faced Child Star, so it's definitely more peach. But we're gonna use that today, just so that I can show you how it looks like on. I also like the formula better of the Too Faced ones, but desperate times. But you guys can see it's pretty close to the type of nude that Too Faced looks like on my lips, just slightly more peach. And I was gonna top it with gloss, but honestly with that Sepia lip liner, I think it looks really pretty. I'm going to put a little bit of the Big Mood Mascara on my lower lashes. Hopefully I do not regret this. I just touched my lower lashes with that mascara and I want to try and highlight my inner corner maybe with this shade right here. We'll see if that does the trick. It already looks a little highlighted from that concealer. That's what I was missing. That color is really pretty and not as dull as that other shade. And I think this is just a satin too. Then to finish off the face, because we definitely need to spray something on this face. We have layers of powder and I picked this up with those sponges from Sephora. And yes, you can get Sephora, get Sephora at Morphe now. You can get Morphe at Sephora Canada and you can get Morphe at Ulta, obviously Morphe website. And this is the Sour Patch Kids Continuous Setting Mist. This is what the packaging looks like, and it is watermelon slice for the scent. I love the Morphe Continuous Mist. It's really nice. It's probably second to my Charlotte Tilbury, honestly. So that's why I decided to pick it up. I knew I'd use this, and with this smell, it's heaven. If you like watermelon sliced candy, heaven. So good. So we're just gonna let my face just melt together and hopefully put itself together after that trying new makeup. Get it? Super trying. Trying my patience. It's still fun though. So I'm gonna go ahead, get dressed, come back, and we're gonna talk about all the products we used in this video. I am back. This is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this trying new makeup. We're gonna go over the products briefly and just let you know my final thoughts on everything. This was really one that I'm gonna have to play around with a bunch of different things just to see, because I think certain products threw off the whole look. We started off with the L'Oreal Unbelievabrow Longwear Top Coat. This is a product that I'm gonna have to update you guys on later, how my brows held up throughout the day. So if you wanna know updates, I will update you guys in the description box or comment section. Just check there. I will be updating you guys on everything in this video. The Urban Decay Naked Cyber Palette, I think, is definitely curated for a certain type of person. I don't think a lot of people will enjoy this palette or be able to use it, quite frankly. It is really light, and the formulas themselves just didn't blow me away. So I personally wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't use my money on it. My best friend wants that, so she's gonna be getting it after this video. I tried out the Climax liquid liner from Nars. This is also a product that I just need to play around with more, but first impression, it was really interesting to me. It's one of those things that I definitely need practice with, but overall, the pigmentation, the brush design, I think a lot of people are going to like. People who are used to a certain thing like me are definitely going to need some practice. I think it's definitely something worth looking into. Probably my favorite thing in this whole try new makeup is from Cheekbone Beauty, and this is their blush and bronzer duo. Absolutely love the formula, the pigmentation, the price point on this. Love that they're available at Sephora Canada now. And the tones of this formula, container, everything about this brand I'm excited for and cannot wait to check out more from the brand. So that was my first product from them, but I am eyeing their lipstick for sure, and we'll see what other products I pick up soon. Moving into the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation. This I think looks good underneath powder. We'll see how long this wears on my skin. It's not the best my skin has ever looked, but it's definitely not the worst, you know? So it's one of those things that definitely gonna have to keep trying out more, but I wasn't in love with it on first impression by any means. Like some other foundations I have. We have the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil Pressed Powder Foundation. This performed oddly just because that foundation was so dewy that I don't think the two mix. So I'm not going to write this powder off or the foundation. I'm just going to try them in other ways. We got there in the end. We're here. Maybe I'll just have to do a deep side part to cover this portion of my forehead, but you know, we can work with that. The new Morphe Sour Patch Kids collection. The sponge and the mist are my favorite products that Morphe does besides their lip liner. So as soon as I saw Sour Patch Kids collection with these two products, I knew I wanted to buy them. And I love these. They're so good. The Anastasia Concealer, I'm going to exchange for a different shade. Number 9 is just much too light for me, and I can't see that working most days for me. But the formula was really nice and hydrating. I think my under eyes look really good and fresh. Mixed with that foundation, I do feel like I look fresh despite all the powder that's on. The mist definitely helped everything melt together, but I do feel overall very fresh. Then we have the new lip pencils from Melt in Sepia. This shade, I'm gonna see how long this wears. The other ones wore all day. Incredible formula. So I'm just hoping that this formula is similar, if not the same to that, though it was in a different kind of component. I really hope they're not discontinuing the other pencils, unless this is just as good, you know? We have the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara, which I will again update you guys on because first impression, I wasn't blown away. I think my lashes have looked better and I would much prefer this to be a little bit drier. Then the last thing I have, which isn't a new product, but I got because a lot of you have been asking me about Child Star, and this was the best one that I personally could find online, though I will continue to search for dupes for you guys. But it's pretty close to the kind of look that I've been doing, and if you can't get your hands on Child Star, maybe this will tide you over from the NYX Lip Lingeries, and this one's in lace detail. So Hope that helps you out. So that is everything for this trying new makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very trying, this trying new makeup, but we got there. Overall, I really do enjoy the look. It just took a lot of work to get there. And we still have some issues, but you know what? It's all good. I will continue to test these out and update you guys in the description box. But if you've used any of these products, please let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are. If you ran into any similar issues to me, if you have any pointers that you think that I should do moving forward with these, I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, I would love for you to do so by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't leave yet. I am back. I forgot to do my fragrance of the day. And this is what I'm wearing today. I also got changed again because I couldn't decide what to wear. It's the Oil Perfumery impression of Kilian Angel Share, which looks like this. I will link both Oil Perfumery and original Kilian Angel Share down below for you guys to check out. But this basically smells like apple pie to me, which I thought would be perfect for the occasion. If you're looking for a really good fall scent, this has a lot of cinnamon. I smell, honestly, apple pie when I wear this. Not as simple as that, but it just smells like cozy fall vibes to me, which is perfect for today. So let me know if you've tried Kilian Angel Share, what your thoughts are. I just have the impressions of from Oil Perfumery, which I absolutely love. They kill it when they do their impressions of designer and niche fragrances. I absolutely love the company, so definitely go check them out. But that is what I'm wearing today, and I almost forgot to share. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in your next video. I will see you in my next video, and hopefully I'm a little bit more put together and used to filming by then. This was my first time back after a while. You guys wouldn't have realized it, but I literally can't talk right now, so I will see you guys then.